Are your swimmers relying on you for everything? Do they rely on you for their times? Hey, what's up, guys? This is your RacePace coach, and today we will go over developing independence in our swimmers. Okay, so I don't know if this ever happened to you guys, but my swimmers, they always ask me, "Oh, what was my time at practice? What was my time for this set? What was my time for that set?" When I was doing like a max yardage or high yardage program where they would ask me for time standards, and didn't really want to go out on their own to figure out the time standards that they have to achieve. They were pretty much dependent on me on the time standards, dependent on me reading out their times at practice during each rep, during each set. Okay, so if you have swimmers like that, you want to break them from that dependence and make them more independent by, just being a little bit stricter as a coach, telling them, hey, you have to go out on your own and figure out these time standards on your own and find it on your own. It's the swim club provides it on the website, and you have access to these time standards through your website. And then, there's times when you screenshot it on your phone and then you send it to them, and then they ask for it again. But through the RacePace program, I do go sheets with the swimmers, and I'll probably go over it in the next video. But the go sheets, it has their time standards, where they can view it. And when they do the go sheets, they know their time standards. They have to know their time standards when they do the go sheet. And as they do the go sheet, I do have a question for them saying that, do you understand your time standards for your current age group and the next age group? Also, if they're a higher level swimmer, do they understand the next level of time standards that they have to achieve? Okay, so you gotta force them to not be dependent on you when uh, when they're training with you, when they're under you. Okay, because when you break that dependence, they develop on their own. They develop faster. They learn from their mistakes, and once they learn from their mistakes, that's how they can actually improve themselves. Make themselves better. Okay, so for my race pace program, the swimmers, they warm up on their own. They they start their sets on their own. Their their sets on their own. Everything's on their own. All I provide is um, I provide the workout sheets, and I provide their target times at practice, and they they look they look at their workouts, and then they know what their workout is. They have the 6 workouts, and they know what the workouts are for the whole practice, or even for the whole week, and for the whole swim meet, until the next upcoming swim meet. Okay, so these are the things that the two things that you have to provide for your swimmers, you know, to because you cannot rely on them to do their own workouts, because they're going to do anything they want, and you cannot um, rely on them to remember their target times, because you know they're these are just the two things that they have to be dependent on you on, because they're just gonna go off of any target time too. Okay, so um, while they start their own set, you know, so when we warm up for 5 to 10 minutes. 200 to 400 choice, easy, broken. Okay, and then they start their own set, they run their own set, and then during their own set, they figure out their times for each. They figure out if they made or missed their target times when they come in for each rep, and then they figure out when they have to go on the next interval. So at the beginning, when a new swimmer comes into race pace training, it's going to be hard for them to figure out their target times, and then go on the next interval. But it's something that um, they'll get used to, and they pick it up after a week. They should be good to go, and they should understand the miss rest concept, okay, the failure and miss, and then you rest the next set. Okay, so again, you want to leave everything to the swimmer's responsibility. Okay, that's how you make them more independent, and you know, it makes your job easier. It makes them more responsible, more aware about their performance at practice. I do have a spreadsheet on goal target times to achieve. So it's like a column where if you want to achieve this time at the swim meet, you have to achieve this target time at practice. And they, I have that. I, I, sh- I don't have that out at practice to display for them, but maybe I should. But I do have it online on our website, but I don't think that the swimmers look at it. So maybe that's something I should start doing. Okay, and then again, swimming, after they start their set, run their own set, figure out their times, and when they're done with the set, they they write it in their notebook for their swimming sets. Okay, and then once they write it in their notebooks, they look at it and then they show it to me. I review it, and then we go over what they need to improve on, and then what times they have to get to achieve that certain target time, certain goal time. Okay, and then same thing like dry land. Okay, everything is standardized. We don't change things around too much. Okay, the workouts that we do, maybe example would be like, squats for 1 minute and then rest 2 minutes, and then we do that 4 to 6 times. Okay, and then they're every time they complete 1 minute of squats, they write down how many squats they did, and in their notebook, and then they're in their dryland notebook. So they have a swimming notebook and a dryland notebook. And in their dryland notebook, again, they write down there how many sets, how many reps they did in that 1 minute set. And then on the next set, they want to try get that same amount or improve it. Okay. So again, you're leaving it to the swimmer's responsibility. Okay. I mean, I think I should have a what I think is I should have a digital clock for dryland, so they're running their own dryland, and make it same thing like my RacePace program where I'm just providing the workouts and then they just run it on their own. Okay, so if you have any ideas on making um, developing more independence in swimmers, leave it in the comment description below. I would like to know what you think about it, and your ideas, and what you do as a coach to help your swimmers become more independent. Um, Let me know how you run your race pace program too, or you can message me. I want to like see how like if we collaborate, we can improve on each other's programs. Okay, and then um, yeah. So I hope you enjoyed this video on developing independence for swimmers. If you have any questions, comments, leave it in the description below. If you like this video, hit the like button, share, and subscribe. Remember, there's my Race Pace 101 course, and I do have headsets and radios for sale. And thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.